But I remember when I used to want to be a star. And I always thought, well, you know, now that I've made it, no matter how hard it is, and I'm not about to bitch about it now.
It's pretty, bitch. Great father fire. Don't fuck me anymore. Don't call me sugar.
Do things that are important. Don't put it up to a war.
I was born on the banks of the Mississippi River. Seriously, the hospital I was born at, Ochsner Hospital, in New Orleans, was located right on the banks of the Mississippi River. And in fact, I grew up all over the South. Like I said, I was born and raised in Louisiana, and then we moved to Virginia, which felt like the North to us. And then we moved to Atlanta, which is where my parents still live. And I went to the College of Charleston in South Carolina, which, yes, I did choose to be educated in South Carolina. My parents met at a Jimmy Buffett concert on a river. And speaking of my parents, well, my dad, I would describe him to be more of a mountain man than a southern gentleman. I mean, he is a gentleman, he's just not genteel. In fact, his greatest wish is to be shipwrecked in the 1800s and live to tell the tale. He wishes he was Tom Hanks and passed away. My mom is the life of the party, hostess extraordinaire, an artist. She loves to talk, and she usually speaks before she thinks. If she were famous, she would totally be a gay icon. I come from a long line of Southern matriarch Steel Magnolias. I'm even related to Margaret Mitchell, the lady who wrote Gone with the Wind, which I used to use as a fun introduction when I'm auditioning for improv groups. Till then I realized, oh wait, was she like maybe racist? To which my mom responded, no, she was very progressive. She wore pants. So we were about to meet some Southern ladies, some I know very well and some we all know very well. And you might have noticed that there's a vanity table on stage, which is there to help me put on my wigs and such, but also because in my experience, I think Southern women could maybe be a little bit vain. I mean, even I wear lipstick to the gym. And technically it's a lip tint, but it does add some color. I think every Southern mother has told their daughter to put on some lipstick to look more alive. My whole life, my family has been telling me, we're giving you so much material to work with, so much material, which is why I'm here to do a show about them. They literally asked for it. So, here it is, True Grace. You any more Barbies? No, you don't need any more. Girlfriend, put that. No, you don't. You don't need any more Barbies. No. And why do you have to take their clothes off as soon as you get them? Huh? They all look like they're hanging out in a nudist colony. What's that about? Yes, you do that. Well, a nudist colony. Well, some people just want to be free, kind of let it all hang out, kind of like hippies or something, usually at a beach or something. But anyway, put that away. Okay, come on, girlfriend, we gotta go. We have company over tonight, so you need to dress your Barbies or put them away, okay? Because they all have their titties hanging out. I see it. I know. Oh, I'm not getting you that. Girlfriend, put that. Girlfriend, I'm not getting you any more Littlest Pet Shop. No, you don't need it. No, you don't. Girlfriend, you're afraid of dogs, why do you want a little tiny one? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. As soon as you see a dog, you run across the street. Huh? What's that about? Were you chased by wolves in past life? Well, past life, you know. Sometimes I think our souls are maybe like reborn again and again in different bodies, something like that. Like, maybe you could have been Pocahontas in the past life, right? You love Pocahontas. You need to put that up. We gotta go. Okay, come on. Girlfriend, I'm not getting you a Tamagotchi. Girlfriend, no. I'm gonna be babysitting that thing while you're at school. You already asked me to take it out to go poop. No, girlfriend, put that up. You don't need excited. You're going to be like an absentee mom to that thing. An absentee mom. Well, they're normally dads, but an absentee mom is just kind of like a parent that neglects the child. You know, if your dad left, you didn't come back. Not that he would, but I'm just giving you an example. You know, what would happen, you know. But we love you, we'd never do that. But put that in. Why are you sticking your middle finger at me? You sort of flipping me. Who taught you that? Huh? Come here, who taught you? Kids on the bus? Okay, well, I don't want you learning things from kids on the bus, okay? I want you learning everything from me, okay? Plus, the only time you're going to use that is when someone cuts you off in traffic, okay? So, come on, let's go, girlfriend, come on. So, the reason I don't have a Southern accent is probably because I was born and raised in New Orleans, which, contrary to their portrayal in films, is not a deep-fried Southern accent. In fact, most people confuse it for a Brooklyn accent, and it has to do with it being a port city and a lot of Irish and German families and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, some do have the traditional Cajun accent, but the true New Orleans accent sounds like that, and it takes a trained ear to kind of really know the difference. But I would say that a New Orleans accent is just a little more flavorful. Like, you can pick up on the hints of cayenne pepper in their accent, you know? You hear someone with a New Orleans accent and you just know that they're a fun time. And they are a fun time. Even while being devoutly Catholic. New Orleans is enchanting with all of its voodoo and ghost stories and like jazz music and drive-through daiquiri shops. And yes, I did just say drive-through daiquiri shops because closed container means paper on the straw in New Orleans, which was perfect for my mom, who after hours of giving birth to me was able to enjoy a White Russian in her hospital bed. Hey darlings, it's 6 p.m. on a Friday night, and you and that know what that means. It's time for what? Feast for the Priest! That's right, I'm your host, Laura Landry, where each week I cook for a new priest in my parish. Tonight we're cooking for Father Robichaud. So let's get ready to what? Feed that priest! Because it's a Friday in Lent, New Orleans, we get to have all the seafood we want. And since the Pope just declared that alligator qualifies as seafood, I'll be fixing to make some fried alligator along with buttered corn and potatoes. I'll also be making some hurricanes to drink. But it's kind of come to my attention recently that hurricane could be maybe sort of a triggering word for some of us. Because of Katrina. Sorry, Katrina. That's my producer, Katrina. She was born before Katrina. So I'll be calling mine a really bad tropical storm. It's just as boozy, and I'm sure Father Robichaud will love it. So I got my alligator right here. My producer, Katrina, got it from the bayou today. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to flip it over on its stomach or on its back so I can cut through the stomach. So let's see. You know, it's a little heavier than I thought, so we're just gonna cut through the back. I got my little knife over here. This is a really great knife. When you're cutting through an alligator, you want to be careful to keep large patches of skin, because you might want to make boots or a purse with it later. So I'm gonna cut through the top of the alligator. Now, if you've ever cut through a dinosaur before, it'll be very similar to that. So I'm just gonna cut through top to bottom with my fun little knife here, and all right, here we go. Let's, you know, a lot of people ask me, they say, describe New Orleans in 3 words. I see you give me 3, I give you 30. I would say food, family, faith, fun, festivals, French Quarter. I could go on and on and on. They all begin with the letter F. We're only cooking for 2 people, so this is fine. So what I gotta do next, I gotta papillon open the skin. So papillon is just a French word for the word butterfly. So down here in New Orleans, we speak a lot of French. And I get a lot of people saying, what's your favorite French phrase? And my favorite French phrase is Poussez le baby fuck le poussier. It translates to push the baby seal across the dust. And it's just an old Finch Cajun saying for forget about it. So I'm gonna use my own two hands and kind of butterfly the skin open like so. And all right, here we go. Let's arm muscle from curves. I know you all enjoy. That was a lot easier. Okay. What I gotta do next, I gotta clean out the stomach. It's a little dirty, so I got some gloves for myself. So you're just gonna reach around in the alligator, see what it's been eating, pull it out, okay? So, let's go for it. All right, here we go. Okay, we got some Mardi Gras beads. Let's see what's next. Okay, a deer foot, that's very lucky. All right, let's see what else. Oh, a human hand with a ring on it. Trina, can you wash that ring? I think there's something else in here. Let's see what else. Oh, it's an AOL CD-ROM. Remember those? So what I gotta do next with the alligator, I gotta pluck out all its teeth and paint its toenails. But I've run out of time today, so I produced a photograph. My producer Katrina did this for me, of what the final product will look like. Kind of looks like chicken tenders, and it tastes like it too. So join us next week, won't you, on Feast for the Priest, where we cook for our very first nun. So, growing up in Louisiana had its ups and downs. I mean, yeah, maybe a lizard crawled up my pants when I was playing outside as a kid, and maybe our house was technically sinking because it was built on a swamp. But it was the 90s, and Britney Spears was from my home state. And that was a really big deal. And like most little girls, I wanted to look like her and sing like her and dance like her. And one year during Mardi Gras, she was riding on a float, and she was throwing out beads and these plastic cups with her face on it. And I caught one of those cups, and I still have it. And something about seeing her on that float just gave me, gave me hope one day that maybe I could make it, Maybe I could be on a float one day throwing out cups with my face on it.
She's a star, but she flies. Hey y'all, it's Britney Spears, and I am here at the Grammy Awards today, honoring the one and only Frank Sinatra. Even though he's dead, I would still love to honor him with a medley of his favorite songs that he's ever done that I think are my favorite. And I'm going to do this a cappella, so that means there's going to be no music in the background. I need to go. Let me play among the stars. Oh yeah, let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be part of it. New York, New York. America, God shed his grace on the day. Not good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Like I said earlier, I went to the College of Charleston in South Carolina, And it was a good school, you know, but really I just wanted to live in a coastal little pastel-colored city. I mean, it had shopping and the beach and culture and was the setting to many Nicholas Sparks novels. And even though I did find my tribe when I was there, I never really fit in. You know, I wasn't blonde enough or preppy enough, and Charleston calls themselves America's prom queen, and well, I went to prom with my big gay best friend, so. I also applied to a college in Asheville, North Carolina, which I would say is like the moody, tattooed, dreadlocked cousin of Charleston. Ashevilleans are artsy and crunchy and are often barefoot. And much like their liberal sister cities, Portland and Austin, Ashevilleans love to keep Asheville weird. Hi, can you help me? Thank you. I'm looking for some Oles today. I have a whole list of Oles, so can you help me just find some? I'm not going to apologize because it's 2019 and I'm a woman, but I do want to warn you that I'm feeling really hyper today, so just bear with me. I'm literally bouncing off the walls. You thought I had 4 coffees, but I don't do caffeine, so just... okay. First on my list is coconut oil. Okay, will that make me feel like I'm on a tropical vacation listening to Jimmy Buffett? Okay, cool, because that's how I need to feel right now. Chill. Grapeseed oil. Okay, you couldn't tell I'm going through the change, so you know what, I'm not going to tell you what that's for. Essential oil. Guess what? Goat yoga's not cutting it these days, so I need something a little stronger. What do you think? Oregano, lavender? Okay, thank you. So hopper, right? Olive oil. Okay, I make a caprese salad later. But I don't want extra virgin because I'm a white liberal, so just canola oil. Okay. I'm making some popcorn tonight. I'm having a little movie night because you know what? I need to relax. I'll go out to my drum circle friends, tell them I couldn't make it. Because you know why? You try sleeping under a full moon, you know? It's not easy. Right? Old pastels. Okay, my husband and I like to draw pictures of one another. You know what I'm going to do? CBD oil. Okay, my cool nephew told me that'll make me feel like a ham and Swiss melt. I'm literally bouncing off the walls right now. You thought I was a little kid at a birthday party had sugar, right? Old Ole. It's like an old lady called Prim. Tanning oil. Okay. Because if you couldn't tell, I love to worship the Son, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, amen. Do y'all do oil changes? Y'all do? Wow. Whole Foods really has it. You've been such a big help today, young man. What is your name? Oh, Cole. Oh, it's like old but with a C. Growing up, I wanted to be a lot of things. A teacher, a singer, a fairy, a nail girl, a lot of different things. And I didn't have time to make straight A's in school because as soon as I would come home from school, I would go to work on one of my several businesses. I owned a restaurant called the 1997 Cafe, which basically just served whatever my mom made for dinner. I had a family newsletter called New News that I charged my cousin subscriptions to. A salon skincare line named Lauren's Daisies, where I really just like diluted lotion and resold them in little hotel bottles. And I also wrote, recorded, and produced an entire album that I never showed anyone called Firefly Surround Me. So basically, I was like an entertainer turned entrepreneur like Dolly Parton or someone else. Hey guys, Reba McEntire. You're watching QVC today. Y'all, I have so many exciting products I can't wait to show you all. Yo, first on the list, I have Reba Denim. That's right, jeans you can wear to the rodeo or Rodeo Drive. Y'all, I'm wearing a pair right here. Look how good my fanny looks. Y'all, we're selling this for 2 payments of $89.99. That's 1 payment per leg. Cheaper if you don't got 1 leg. Next on the list, I have Reba lipstick. Y'all know I have pretty thin lips, and now you can have thin lips too. This color I have right here is called Reba's hair color. It's a nice little orange color. You know, Daddy always told me that thin-lipped girls are the prettiest girls in the world, and Mommy had pretty thin lips too. So anyway, you can have your own very thin lips. Lifetime supply, $10.99 every month for the rest of your life. Next up, I have Kelly Clarkson CDs. I know that sounds weird, but she's my daughter-in-law, and I love her very much. And you know what? I want her music to be playing in places other than just grocery stores, okay? So what we're doing right here, special deal, y'all. We're selling this for 25 cents a second per song. I don't have time to write that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Next, I have Reba perfume, or you could call it fragrance or eau de toilette, whatever handy. Y'all, this smells like vanilla, George Bush Sr., and corn dogs. We're selling this scent, y'all. What a deal! 50 cents a squirt. You get about 700 squirts a bottle. You do the math, that's a pretty good deal. Finally, I have my favorite product of all, y'all. I'm talking about Reba corn dogs. Y'all know I love to eat a corn dog on a private plane. Now you can too. We're selling these corn dogs for $10.99 a dog. No vet visits required. And the first bite's free. So what you waiting on? I'm Reba. So I didn't think it was weird until recently that my parents have a painting of me above their mantle. They have a full portrait of a 4-year-old me above their fireplace. And I'm an only child, I guess, just to say that too. There's not like there's other children not above there. But it was created by painting over a photograph. So basically they took the head from one picture and the body of another and they painted over, and voila, baby Lauren is immortalized forever. And to me, portraits can be like a little spooky. Like they remind me of an old Southern Gothic novel with the eyes of the paintings, you know, following you throughout the house. And I expect that this painting will be passed down generation to generation, so that one day it's hanging in a futuristic home where the kids at the house swear that the painting is haunted and that a little red-headed girl comes to play with them at night. And the parents will be like, no, there's no such thing as ghosts. But then behind closed doors, they'll be like, oh, that's totally a ghost. Because as we all know, the redheads went extinct in 2050. And if you know me, you know that I'm obsessed with ghosts and I really like to talk about them. But I don't want to be one. Plus, the South has way too many.
What are you changing? Who do you think you're changing? You can't change things, we're all stuck in our ways. It's like
I wanted to tell you about the funeral I went to. Do you want any sun tea? So remember my Aunt Little Belle from Georgiana? You know, the one that raised me as her own when Mama was in rehab? Well, she died. I'm still very shook by it. You know, it's very emotional for me to talk about, but I just have to bear it. So, I go to the funeral, right? And there's an open casket. And I'm walking towards it, and I just had this feeling in my stomach, you know, that I wasn't going to like what I saw. I just knew I wasn't ready to see her like that, you know, all dead and everything. So,
walking up, you know, and I look in, and Kathy, what I saw, I will never forget for the rest of my life. I don't wish I had a picture, but it's burning my mind. So I look in. First thing I saw, they got her lipstick on. It was bright pink. And you know Aunt Lulabelle from Georgiana always wore color. You know, she always thought that pink was a little whorish, you know. And you know, I know it's not about that. I know, but she was also wearing glasses. And I just thought to myself, I don't think she needs those. So I'm walking into the church and I see Jesus is up there on the cross, of course. And there's just something about seeing a dead Jesus that just reminds you of death. So the feelings are just coming over me again, and I'm just weeping. I'm weeping in the pew, looking at this Jesus, praying. I'm looking at this Jesus, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, this ain't the right Jesus. Because now, Aunt Lulabelle from Georgiana, she always performed more of a lighter skin, kind of blue-eyed, kind of frosted hair looking Jesus. And this Jesus was all one color. Even though, I would always have to remind her, I would say, Aunt Lulabelle from Georgiana, we don't know what Jesus looks like. He might just be a little ball of glowing light, but she So anyway, that happens. You're standing in line for food, and you know me, I made my funeral, made brownies, but then I also made lemon bars, because not everyone likes chocolate. I also made my high sugar cookies, because sometimes people want just a little bit of vanilla, Just me, I just think everyone should be happy and comfortable at a funeral. That's just me. So I'm standing in line, right, waiting for food, not that I have an appetite. So I'm standing in line, looking around me, looking at everyone, and I see the women in the family, and I haven't talked to them at this point. I just didn't have it in me yet. I was a mess, and they were, so I couldn't provide comfort to them. So I'm looking at them. First thing I see on their faces, of course, they're very sad. But then I'm looking at them a little more, and I'm thinking, okay, none of them are wearing waterproof mascara. And if you want to look sad, I'm just saying that's a good way to look sad. If you're asking for comfort, that is a good way to look sad and pitiful. And also, this ain't their first rodeo, funeral, so to speak. Aunt Toops died a couple years ago, and my mom died in the 80s of an overdose. So anyway, I wore all black, you know me. But I wore a little pop coat, a little coral, just as a little ode to Aunt Lulabelle from Georgiana. No one else even thought to do that. Anyway, the whole thing happened. It's like no one knew her. You know what I mean? No one respected her wishes. And now I did get some money in China. But at the same time, it's like, did anyone ever love her or know her, as well as I did? And you should have seen the floral arrangements.
Everybody got real happy when the grocery store got here. Last time since this man came and knocked me dancing at the seat. Oh, don't you forget he's big.
So even though she's from Australia, I do consider Nicole Kidman to be a Southerner. Because any chance she gets, she's always bragging about her life in Australia, or not Australia, in Nashville, and how it is like such a simple and clean life. Her girls named Sunday, Rose, and Faith. Those are her girls' names, so she's pretty Southern. It just gives them like a normal sense of life. And just so you guys know, this wig, just imagine this is like the Moulin Rouge days when her hair was this color. So my friend lives there, and she saw her at Target and at church. So you know what, celebrities, they're just like us. Looking to take the whole family out tonight? Just check out your local Outback Steakhouse. Hi, I'm Nicole Kidman. Ever since moving to Nashville with my husband Keith, we love to take our girls to try some real, authentic Australian cuisine. It tastes just like home. Did you like the way I said home? Even though I'm a critically acclaimed and Oscar-winning actress, I guess I still have to prove to people over and over again that I'm versatile and warm. See, I'm just like you, young, Outback Steakhouse, tastes just like home. Did you like the way I said home? Please like me. So summer vacations as a kid consisted of going to the white sand beaches of Florida. And I loved to snorkel and pretend that I was a mermaid. And I also loved going to those really touristy, like tropical stores. You know, the ones that sold the like live hermit crabs whose shells have been painted with neon paint googly eyes. I really wanted a hermit crab, but I also really wanted an airbrush t-shirt. And after years of begging for one, my parents finally caved and got me one. And it said Lauren and had a sea turtle on it, my favorite animal, and a rainbow in the background. And they thought it was tacky, but I wore it almost every day. And we haven't been back to Florida as a family in like over 15 years, and I'd have to say, like, it wouldn't be the same. You know, I think the beaches would be too crowded, and I think the Milky Way we saw at night would be bleached out by all the new condos on the shores. And as a millennial, I'm obsessed with nostalgia, but I do know that sometimes things are better off left as experiences in the past, you know. Just leave memories as they are, airbrushed and filtered.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from an inmate at Florida Correctional Institution. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, thank you for using Team Medics. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, how are you? Good, good. You like that picture I sent you? Yeah, I thought you'd like it since you don't get to see sunsets anymore. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, just doing a lot of airbrush commissions. Yeah, trying to get that off the ground. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of dolphins, and sea turtles, and manatees too. Yeah. You know, but I still got to pick up extra shifts at the ER, you know, just to make ends meet. Yeah. Oh, remember I was telling you a while ago that guy that came in on acid and he thought it was a glass of orange juice? Remember that? Yeah. Well, we had this other guy come in and he thought he was a glass of tang. He wanted us to dissolve them and stir them up. He thought we could turn over. I tried not to laugh, you know, but I couldn't help it. Isn't that funny? Well, I thought it was funny. Yeah, so, how's the weather? Yeah, it's humid here too. Yeah, you should see my hair, it's crazy. Yeah, how's your cellmate? His nickname is Toenail. Why is his nickname Toenail? Because he's small like a toenail. No, I'm not doing Christmas this year. No, who's it gonna be for? Me by myself? Oh, since when are you into Christmas all of a sudden, huh? Well, you know me, I keep the lights up all year long, but those things burn out in May. Okay, well, how about this? How about when you come out, you can put the lights up yourself, okay? Fine. Who was that? I don't know, you were just laughing and carrying on. Who was that? Uh-huh. Yeah? Oh, a box cutter, banana peel, wow. Yeah, oh, that's so funny. I wish I was there, yeah. Yeah. And you know what, I had funny stories too. Yeah. Yeah, just, the other night this guy came in who's, his little dog accidentally shot him in the leg. I was just sitting there thinking about how cute little dog with little handcuffs on would be. And I know I shouldn't laugh 'cause